Hey, what's going on, guys? XpertFusion here, and today I'm going to give you guys my review for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 4, which was titled Buried. I really like that title. It fit the episode pretty well. I enjoyed this episode pretty extensively, more than I thought I would. I don't think it's my favorite episode so far this season. So far, I think my favorite is still the premiere. I love the premiere. Episode 2 and 3, I enjoyed. I didn't love them, but this episode I think will be my second favorite, and honestly, it wasn't very, action-packed or anything crazy happened. It was more just a well-rounded dialogue episode of character development, and we had like 3 different character runs and just character supply runs, and there was 2 characters for each of those supply runs, and we get to see that go on while we had Madison back at home, some scenes with her and Mel. We also had, of course, the present-day stuff with Al interviewing them and them telling about what happened. I'm really interested to see what happened to the baseball stadium, what happened with those 2 groups, because obviously something big went down. Now, it seems like they're making it look like that Madison died. That's what they're trying to make it seem like. And honestly, I would believe Madison dying. I would, if they didn't just kill Nick. But since they just killed Nick, there's no way they're going to kill Madison in such a small time. But they are building it up to make it look like Madison's dying. But I don't believe it's going to happen. I believe maybe they kidnapped her or did something to her and she's off on her own somewhere. I don't know. But obviously, it's not that she's killed. That's just not the case. Naomi, or Laura, I don't think is dead either. People were, pissed about that. They wouldn't reveal a character's death by just saying it. Other than they did say it for Strand's friend, that one, I think his name's Cole. They did reveal, well, I don't know, maybe he's not dead either. I don't know, if they know if they're dead or not, or if, because Naomi, I feel like, was just Alicia saying she's probably dead, but instead of saying probably dead, she just says she's dead, just throw it behind her, but I don't think she's actually dead. Maybe she just thinks she's dead. Maybe she saw her get swarmed by walkers. Maybe she saw her get shot by the vultures. I don't know, but I'm guaranteed she's alive, because they wouldn't, introduce a character like this and then just kill her off screen like that and then show it later on. Cole is less of a main character, obviously, than Naomi, or Laura, whatever you want to call her. I'm going to call her Naomi because that's how she was introduced, but I think her actual name might be Laura, unless she was lying to John about her name and her name is actually Naomi. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that, but I'll just call her Naomi from now on. And, maybe Cole did die off screen and we're going to see it happen later on, but he's not as made of a character, but I still feel like it's kind of weird to do that, so it makes me think possibly Cole's alive too. So I don't know, but they were really building it up like they were going to show us what happened at the stadium in this episode, but clearly they're not. I think they're just going to show it episode 8, most likely. That's probably what's going to happen. And then we're going to get the timelines connected in episode 8. That's my guess. And I don't love that type of storytelling. I like that type of storytelling when it's for a short period of time, but when you do it for so many episodes, I feel like it does get a little exhausting. And a little bit like, okay, well, we know these characters are safe. Certain characters are safe. What's going to end up happening. You just don't know how it happens. And I'm okay with having that in like 1 episode or 2 episodes or even 4 episodes. But having it for a whole 8 episodes is going to be a little repetitive. But if they do it well, I think it'll work, especially how they're doing it next episode, which is interesting. It's a John and Naomi only episode, and they're going to show the John and Naomi's past, what happened with them, and then it's going to be Morgan and John in the future talking about their past, of course, and maybe Morgan will tell them a little bit about his past, which would be interesting to see. I'm excited for that episode, definitely, because I love John's character. I love Morgan's character, of course, so I'm excited to see that. But this episode had a special charm to it that I didn't quite understand what it was at first. I loved the water park scenes. The water park scenes are probably my favorite because I don't know what it is, but when you mix zombies and theme parks, I go crazy over that. I don't know, maybe it's because I have a nostalgic childhood for Zombieland. I love that movie. I remember watching that a ton of times when I was a kid, and I thought it was really cool seeing zombies in a carnival. And then you have stuff like Left 4 Dead 2, which has zombies in a carnival. It's just they work together well. And then you have like Zombies in Spaceland Infinite Warfare, which I love that map because it's an amusement park with zombies. The Walking Dead season 7, they had that one episode where they went to the amusement park with the Ferris wheel. I love that. And now we're at a water park, and I love it. I don't know what it is, but zombies and amusement parks is just something that just goes together like peanut butter and jelly. So I loved all the water park scenes. I loved how they even went into the toilet bowl ride and they were sliding down. That was cool. I enjoyed the set for this episode in terms of the water park. It was really an awesome looking set, and I would love to see more of stuff like this in the Walking Dead universe, whether it be Fear or The Walking Dead, for sure. Very, very, very awesome stuff. So, then some of the scenes, there were some slow scenes, I have to say. Some of the scenes with Strand and Cole were a little slow. I thought the scenes with Nick and what's her name? Oh my God, I forgot her name. Luciana. The scenes with Nick and Luciana were good, but the thing that's interesting about that is Nick died in episode 3. We know that. But we're probably going to see him, if what I'm saying is true, that they're going to continue this for 8 episodes, we're going to see Nick till episode 8. So that's interesting. But it's also a little strange. Seeing a character for 5 more episodes after his death is a little strange. I think they're going to work it out well. I think it's going to end up playing out well. And I'm hoping whatever happens with the communities isn't predictable. I'm hoping it's not what I expect, because what I expect is going to happen is I expect for them to keep on doing this thing, and then Madison says, screw it, we need food. We're running low. We need food. And she just says, we need your food, because if we don't have it, we're screwed. He says no, and then maybe they try stealing some or doing something against them, or saying screw it and just telling them to get off their lands and to stay away from their supplies, and that starts a war, and then there's going to just be a shootout between the two groups, and it's going to end in many people dying and Madison getting captured by Mel, maybe Naomi getting captured, maybe Cole, I don't know, but them leaving them behind in rubble, maybe destroying the baseball stadium. Maybe a whole herd gets through it. Maybe they're just done, and it's just over, and then it's just Nick, Luciana, Alicia, and Strand, and that's all that's left, and they're just out on their own now because everyone else is either dead or captured by the vultures. That's what I predict is going to happen, and actually that sounds, I wouldn't mind that. I just would like it to be more unpredictable than what I expect. But predictable isn't always a bad thing. It's not. Sometimes it could be good. If I'm predicting a good thing to happen or an interesting story to happen and it happens, I'm not going to be mad. But if I predict something bad to happen that it's not interesting and it ends up happening, that's bad. You get the idea. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Overall, good episode. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.